So the Federal Reserve had their 46th annual symposium or meeting of the minds. What did they decide this week? And also, the Bureau of Labor Statistics had a huge revision to the job numbers they've been reporting for the last year. So let's dive in and see how that's impacting the markets. And welcome to this week's Mortgage Minutes with Mitch. So all eyes were on Jackson Hole, Wyoming this week as the Federal Reserve Symposium met. A lot of the top central bankers, economists, and policymakers gather and they discuss global economy and kind of where things are heading. So this morning, Jerome Powell, the head of the Federal Reserve, came out and spoke and didn't really help anything, just kind of gave us typical, hey, the inflation's not where we wanted and the job market's still pretty hot, so we don't really expect mortgage rates to drop anytime soon. Now, what was very interesting is earlier this week, we had a massive revision to the Bureau of Labor Statistics job numbers that they've been showing for a while now. So I think I've been saying this for quite some time that it seems like these numbers are overstated based on everything else we're seeing, and finally got a little bit of satisfaction, if you want to call it that. But what they did was revise from April of last year to March of 2023 this year. They revised the numbers down 300,000 jobs. So basically 9% of the jobs they claimed were created during that time were not. About 25,000 per month. That's massive. Now, I can't understate the impact that this has had on our current economy because a lot of the Fed's decisions have been based on these numbers. So when they come out and they say the job market's hotter than expected, and even though inflation's been coming down, they point to the job numbers and say, hey, the market's still hot, we're going to raise rates. So we did get a small improvement, as you can see. That green bar right there was a pricing improvement this week after that revision. But a lot of the rates and where things are at right now, that's been baked in for months and months. And you hate to see something like that, and you can't go back and change the past. But just know the job market is not as hot as they've been saying for a long time now. Now, if you're looking to purchase, but you're hoping or waiting to see if rates do drop, I want to point one thing out to you. It's tough out there. As I've said before, inventory is very tight. But if interest rates drop 8%, that adds about 5 million potential buyers to that already massive pool of people competing for a limited amount of resources. So if you do want to know your options, take a look at the market now while you can. You can always refinance later if rates do come down. Would love to help you out. Let me know what I can do. And a quick side note, this weekend I have my coaching debut, so I'll be coaching 4th grade flag football for St. Albert, the Great. So please wish me luck. I've never been a head coach of a flag football team, so fingers crossed, and hopefully we got these boys ready to play and they show up. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.